Here we are, RacingRant preview for Lismore Cup Day, and what a spectacular day. We're up at Lismore and excited to be here. I want to thank the club and the directors for inviting us up here.
And parking us next to Priscilla.
Parked ourselves next to Priscilla, so I've got a hot perv on the left.
She's
and
just doing her makeup at the moment as well.
She doesn't need to do her makeup for me. She's always sweet with me. We thought we'd go through the quaddie leagues for the punters at home. It'll go on, Mark, you'll put it up a bit later or sooner? Or?
Well, I'll put it up as soon as we do it.
Yeah.
It'll go on, well, if you're watching this, you know that it's free. So,
fantastic.
Not just members only today, but we're here as guests of the Lismore Turf Club, and Gord and I were...
$55,000 each they've paid us to come up. It's a lot of money, so we had to do the work.
We're on the junket.
That's why Janus Jr. wanted some of the action.
What a good man he is, what a good man. If you get a chance to get to Lismore in the next 10 years, come up to these cup meetings, get to all those bush meetings, because you'll always be warmly welcome. There's a stack of bookies. I've already had a look at the ring. Not much of them have much clue, and you get a chance to win money, which is always great.
We're just looking for the one that's not looking at Betfair.
Yeah? Exactly. We thought we'd go through the quaddie leagues. Mark, the first quaddie league today at Lismore, and a perfect day is race 5.
Yeah, it's the Open 15-16. $3.20 or 9 to 4 in the old cashing up number 1. $4.80 secret code. $6 Ann Bonnie, who's locally trained and a mare that won 3 straight recently. $7 Bon Costa, $7.50 on demand. 11 Budget Bender, 12 Hope Island, and the roughie is the A Paramore trained Power Receiver. It's only 9 years old, $19.
I remember when it was a young horse, don't you? Long time ago.
A long time ago.
Exactly. I noticed he's won $200,000 in prize money, that horse, and after 9 years, you've got a horse that has 94 starts, 13 wins and 23 placings, and you're probably behind, aren't you? But I'm sure they've had a stack of fun.
Yeah, exactly. Look, there is a bit of pace in this race, despite the fact that it's only a small field.
Yes.
Apparently there are Budget Bender, Secret Code and Power Receiver push on. Thought that probably on, just before I go on actually, should make mention of this course, which a lot of you are probably unfamiliar with, and I grew up near here, but I'm still quite unfamiliar with it. The inside has become quite built up over the years, and that, in addition to the fact that it's all turned from the 800 metres into the straight, tends to favour leaders and rails in run, which I know, Glenn, you're always a big fan of.
No, I'm never a fan of that, am I? But we'll work it through today.
Yeah, so like, just bear that in mind, that there is a predilection for on-pace and rails to run particularly well. And Glenn, did you have any thoughts in this race?
I did actually, guys. I thought with the pace on, it suited the 5-year-old gelding, one of the more lightly raced horses in the race, Bon Costa, trained by Brett Mellamy, ridden by Ben Looker. I like the fact it's coming back the 400 metres in distance. I like the fact it's lightly raced. It's had 10 starts on the good for 3 wins in 2 seconds, and I thought at around $6.50 it was a free bet each way.
Yeah, it got back in a slowly run race over the 19 last start at Ballina. Prior to that, it was sensationally backed.
And led.
Yeah,
which
interestingly,
I have an inkling that it might go forward today, actually. It seemed like a very strange race last start over the 1900 metres, as in they were just giving it a run around. They gave it absolutely no chance.
You can't really say that. You found it an interesting run, young Gordo. Is that what you're saying?
It just had no chance, and it's surprising a horse leads over, what, the 1600 metres at Coffs Harbour and then goes back over 1900 metres next start. Seems a little bit strange to me.
I thought it you know, was easily top bet.
I'm with you, loving the lightly raced, but this is a field where I think anything could win, but I marginally have 5 Bon Costa on top. What about you, Mark?
I thought cashing up was the danger, just the Barry Lockwood connection there with
it's a danger, but it looks a risk in the race, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean?
I didn't say I wanted to back it, but I thought it was, you know, for quaddie punters, I think you got to put it in.
I'd still go wide first let it go quaddie. Yeah.
Really? Okay. Yeah. Well, look, it just, you know, as the Ballina Cup winner, it's obviously, you know, came off the back of a strong pace the other day. And then comes back in distance here. It just, I mean, perhaps there's nothing to beat it, but it didn't grab my eye to begin with. What did grab my eye was On Demand, who comes out of a fast run race up the line. I speak of, just lost my spot here. Yeah, two recent runs at Caloundra and a strong tempo the other day, up from 1400 to 15-16. Got the best rider in the race, Robbie Frard, and it just gets a dream run there. So that's the way I'm leaning, but I agree with Gord. It's a fraught race, and I'm sure the locals will all be cheering Ann Bonnie, who missed out in the Ballina Cup, but won her 3 prior to that, and it's pretty much, I think she's only won 4 races, hasn't she, Glenn?
Yep.
Maybe more, but anyway, that's the first leg of the quaddie.
I'll be betting up each way Bon Costa there. I think it's a free bet, I really do.
The next race is a benchmark 60 over 1400.
It is a race up for grabs.
It sure is. $5 Ramatuelle. Used to be trained by B. Baker.
Yeah,
Won 2 races for B. Baker.
Mare off a win.
That's right. It's our only win since, I think. $6 Sister Paddy. $6.50 Waterboy, who actually won the RacingRant Comes to Lismore Cup on the Saturday meet on July the 22nd.
Oh wow, okay.
And
fantastic.
he's won 2 races since. He's had 3 birthdays, I can promise you that. $7.50 down there, Field of Fire. $9 Galliano, $9 Spirit of Hassan. And next best is $17 Schopenhauer and T.O. Toriate. Average tempo here, what did I have going forward? It's not the right race. It's not the right
completely
race.
under the gun here. We've been doing Lismore form, Hawkesbury form.
Oh, I haven't even got to Hawkesbury, Glenn.
Rose Hill.
Rose Hill.
You know, we were
Right
at the Calcutta last night trying to get amongst it. And
trying to keep Gord under control.
well, he was okay.
Good on you, Gord. You're a good boy.
He was
Official duties. Official duties.
Working.
Yeah, working.
so Sister Paddy looks to get well forward from her inside gated. Ramatuelle going forward. Loch Marie and good old Schopenhauer, who we remember quite well from his Craig Ritchie days.
Yeah.
Glenn, any thoughts here? It's obviously.
First pick for me was 7, Ramatuelle, the mare off a win. I lightly raced again. I'm a big fan of lightly raced, and so's Gord. And I thought it marked itself top pick. I think Galliano did something the other day, and even though it was big odds the other day, I didn't know who Ian Savins at Casino was. But
He's been down for a highway. He's a good man, Ian. I'll introduce him to him here
just
today.
saying, he's had 48 runners the last year, and he's trained 6 winners, well over the 10%, which you're looking for, but 11 seconds and 4 thirds. So he's a very consistent bush trainer, and I thought it fit in there as second hope. Sister Paddy third, but again, a race up for grabs.
It's got a bit of a stink about it, Sister Paddy. You know, the 12 back to 11 at Bedesert. It's into the 14 here with Emma McGilvray, who's one of the better riders on the card.
One of the better riders. Good trainer.
Yeah, Gord, did you have any thoughts here?
I'm very keen on backing one each way here. It's about 20 to 1, I think. It's number 5, Loch Marie. It was given no chance of battle in the last start, and it did a couple of things in the run that I really like to see. Is that it jumped well, got drag, was posted wide, never balanced, checked. And if you see the 3 starts preceding that, it won. So I'm saying it was given, it had no chance to win that race last start, and it was a mare that had won its 3 previous starts. So I'm saying it's a mare in form, it's long odds, and I'm very keen to have a double at the odds.
I looked at it and I saw that young Raisha Kaneen, I suppose that's a girl. Is that a girl's name?
Yes, sir.
Raisha?
Yeah.
I thought, geez, must be a first ride in a race. She's had 231 rides last year. She's ridden 25 winners, 24 seconds and 23 thirds. Never heard of Raisha Kaneen, but wow.
And if you notice, she was on it when it won first up, and she's back on it today. So
Yeah. Look, the only thing that put me off there, Gord, was that she's third up off quite a long spell. So those wins were bisected, well, not bisected.
yes.
For me, look, I've had a little lick at Schopenhauer, who showed speed at Grafton last time. He's been kept fresh, and I think he'll go forward. This is a horse that's had half a dozen starts for his new trainer. Also very interested in Sister Paddy, which I made the case for there.
I thought you were just poo-pooing it to me.
No, I wasn't poo-pooing it. I like the fact
I
that
mentioned it and you went, oh, it's a bit exposed and a bit
no,
blah, blah,
I
blah.
said it's got a bit of a stink about it, as in today's the day.
Oh, I thought you
Yeah,
meant
sorry
give it a bit
about
of a
that.
stink day like it's covered in poo-poo.
No. And I think it's best horse, best horse back.
I thought you'd fucking get to Lismore and you're already trying to cloud me up.
Field of Fire, who was a dual acceptor reserved for this race, chased the pace in a fast run race in the Gold Coast last time, and locally trained, I think fits in there quite well. So they're the 3 I'm looking at in what is obviously an even race, because the other boys have mentioned other horses. That's race 6.
Third leg of the quaddie, mate.
Is the feature sprint, and it's a bit of a weird field.
A bit of a disappointing field, I thought, for a feature sprint. Like, there is 30,000 in prize money for this.
There is for every race.
I know. The heavily backed, is it 8-year-old Ultra Finito is now $5 in favourite. $5.50 Bonnie Cheval, $5.50 Profiler, a horse we know. Then we're up to $7 more than money. $11 Sorority Sister, $11 Medium Aid, and $11 the horse off the long spell there, Kareem's Edge, who comes off second in the Coffs Harbour Cup late last year. Below average tempo we had here.
Shin cancer back. I don't think I get this shin cancer.
Thanks to Ratings to Win. I couldn't do without Ratings to Win on a program like this. So I would think that Profiler gets well forward today from his wide gates, and Chili's aim. Yeah, Chili's aim. Remember it, Gord? It knocked us off at Grafton at the zillion to one. It pokes along there with the riding change, and I had Selfie getting on the speed, but not a lot of tempo in this race.
For that reason, I was going with Bonnie Chevelle, guys, sitting there in barrier 1, trained by Brett Bellamy. It's a kind of lightly raced for this type of field, 24 starts for 6 and 6 and 1, and it's a horse in form. I thought the little freshen up would sharpen it up, and I made it top pick for me to beat number 1 Profiler, who we all know particularly well and is a very, very honest horse. And for third, number 6, More Than Money, trained by Mel Eggleston, Luke Rolls riding, and another one who's in form, but an 8-year-old. The problem with some of these bushmen is you do get a lot more older horses. I suppose they find their way up here once they've failed as younger horses.
That's right. Yeah. Like, it's not Gordo territory, the back half of these meetings, because they've all had 40 starts.
Well, you can find a 6-year-old and you go at 6, and then all of a sudden you do the form completely. It's the youngest horse in the race.
Yeah, I know. It's
but
crazy, isn't it?
It's still something to bet on.
It's
and,
crazy.
And mounting yard's important. And
Guys, I'm super keen on number 1 Profiler.
Yeah, I was as well. I know he's gone a little bit missing, but it looks primed today.
Looks just perfect. You went
on.
forward Saturday Metropolitan last start. I mean, you look at the stats, 28 starts for 7 wins, but it's had 6 starts on slow and heavy and never come a place. So you're looking at 21 starts for 7 wins.
Honest horse, I put in for second, but I thought the chances got a little bit missing.
And you know,
if I thought it was right, I'd have a top pick.
Yeah, and we don't really care about its weight. The 61 doesn't seem like too much for it.
61.
So can I just talk about the betting here? I'm certainly with Gord there on Profiler. So Bonnie Chevelle, your tip, Glenn, she won at 11 to 8 on this course at the last meeting before going to the Gold Coast. And Ultra Finito, the 8-year-old, he ran second in that race at 25, was resuming from a long spell, had a trial since, and is shorter odds, which is intriguing, isn't it? So he's the $5 favourite at the moment.
It was a nice trial.
Yeah, it was. The time was fair, only fair.
No.
Glenn's come here and raided the canteen. We're dead set. We've been looked after like kings, but Glenn was straight in there into the down and dirty.
Going with the health food. I think he's lining his stomach. I think that's the idea.
I hope they got enough Bundaberg rum and Bundy
Got a love Lismore, ladies. I did give the lovely last $10 for these $3 chips, and it took us 7 minutes to work out it was 7 change. But that's my type of girl. That's my type of girl. So get to Lismore and get here next year. I'm telling you. There's plenty doing. We'll be here again
we'll be
next
back,
year.
For sure. For sure.
Boss
over here, he'll actually be chairman by then, hopefully.
Kentucky tour to Lismore. Any 40-year-old Lismore girls out there with no teeth, you're most welcome to join the bus. Let's get to race 8, boys.
So that plane trip did you the world of good, didn't it?
Yeah, it sparked me up.
Okay, the feature.
And I was so looking forward to coming to see Cawthon's Power. It's scratched.
Well, it's Richie.
I love him as a horse.
It's Richie's horse, isn't it?
I think it was Richie's horse, yes.
Yeah. Anyway, Cawthon's Power, if you're interested in it, you'll see it at Ipswich on Saturday. $4.60 is the favourite Sky Trek. $5.50 Meteorologist. $6.50 with you bet.
Did you say meteorologist?
Meteorologist, yeah. Meteorologist.
What is it? Meteorologist. I've never heard you say something
and you're normally having a go at us about pronunciation. We've got him.
Meteorologist?
Yesterday.
Or meteorologist.
Yesterday I had this whole team of people who kept looking up the stream going Bathurst. So I said, look, it's Bathurst. And they said, Bathurst? No, Bathurst. Anyway,
they also can't spell in Lismore, so they've got that going. Education system up here is going enormous.
It was actually Gordon Keepy. and my brother.
Mark's not a school teacher, is he? No, we're sweet. All right, let's move on to the cup.
Hang on, there's just one further thing to say. Wayne, good old Wayne, who's come down from Brisbane to join us Ranters at this Lismore Cup. He walked in and he said,
good man.
Bathurst, I was born there.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, so $5.50 Meteorologist for you, Glenn. $6.50 Explosive One. $8 Scotty Bigotty with the rider change. J. Lloyd off, Luke Rolls on. I don't know what's going on there. What's the story there, boss? No idea. $10 Outstrip, $11 Splendid Striker, $13 Al Shamil, $18 I'll Miss You, $19 Collaboration. The Firma, I was looking to buy that last night, Gord, but Gord wouldn't part with much money for that. $41 into 19 overnight. Above average tempo here, a few roughies to head forward, I think. Although I'm tipping that Larry Cassidy tries to get well forward on Collaboration. Led them up in the Tuncurry Cup last week at a fast tempo. Yeah, certainly Al Shamil to hold his alley. Scotty Bigotti goes on speed. My cousin Jackie, Chantilly Chateau, among others. This looks like the sort of race to me, Glenn, where the size of the field means that there'll be horses posted, and when they get around the back there, it's like they'll just have to try their luck and see if they can get around them.
Yeah, well, that reason,
you know, and that sort of shuffle back sort of scenario.
I'm tipping the horse in barrier 3. This thing jumps out and gets a lovely run anywhere he wants. This Brian Plum meteorologist. No, I can't say it, Mark. Meteorologist. I thought it was clearly a top pick. I know Mark's a bit pooey on it, and I don't think Gord likes it. Marcus William, let me tell you something about Marcus William. He's a very good trainer. He can keep a horse going. And when it paraded last start at Warwick Farm, it looked absolutely sensational. Little query with the 29 days off. I suspect it's been set for the race. For me, it was easy. I was tipping 3 from 4.
I'm very keen here.
One.
This is my bet of the day, number 4, Explosive One. It's at exactly the right stage of its preparation. You know how we're big on having the over 2,000 metre race to get you ready for your next 2,000 metre run. And if you watch this run at Doomben, it was absolutely sensational. It jumped well, got posted wide, made a mid-race move, and then those that it was made the mid-race move against on the inside, they dropped off massively and it clung on. Seemed like the perfect setup run to me, and it's trained by Matthew Dunn.
What to like about it?
This is definitely a target race. I think it's a fantastic bet at the odds.
Looks like a 2-horse race to me. Mark, come on, grey us up. Cloud us over, ruin our thoughts.
Yeah,
well, Gord was already barking at me, Explosive One, so I perhaps wasn't as quite as fresh as I could have been, but Explosive One, I marked 5-2.
And that's what price I've marked Meteorologist.
Okay, so
5-2 a pair, there we are. Here at Racing Rant for all you desperates. Loving it.
There you go, we've got 8-11 and 2 there. Look, I made mention of Collaboration. Al Shamil looks an interesting runner. Skytrek is the favourite, comes off the low grade, slowly run 1900 at Ballina last week, 2 weeks ago, sorry. I marked it 8-1. I must say that sorry, $8, 7-1. It's obviously got claims, but I thought it was a little bit too fashionable. I will say in the Calcutta last night, it was hard to get a bet for it, wasn't it, Gord?
Yes, it was. It was very interesting, wasn't it? That it was far more aggressive for number 4 Explosive One for one reason, that I kept on putting my hand up.
Yeah, but someone wanted to go with you.
Well, the person that only had to pay 50% because of the raffle ticket thing.
Oh no!
Yeah,
so, it's a Calcutta.
Yeah.
I just didn't realise it was.
Yeah, that's the story. That's the story, dude.
Yeah, that's the story. Glory. Okay, well, we'll be hitting them up later.
Today we'll be doing Mounting Yard Mail free to everybody. Now I'm going to give you the number. It's going to be the last 4 races, so you've got our early thoughts and they'll be mixed in with the Mounting Yard Mail. So if you text RANT, R-A-N-T, to this phone number, I'll give it to you. It's all right to give them this number?
Yeah, it's on the website as well. But
it's on the website, so it's 0412 411 324. 0412 411 324 and text RANT. And fingers crossed, the Mounting Yard Mail from races 5 to 8 will come to everybody today who is interested in betting on Lismore.
Beauty. Well, look, we're so excited to be here. I have to give up a Hawkesbury meeting to come here. We bet on Warwick Farm from a distance yesterday. You, of course, were there, Glenn, doing a good job with the Mounting Yard.
Yep.
And tomorrow we'll be filming a preview for Rose Hill, either from here or somewhere nearby, or maybe in the ocean.
I think we need to go and have a swim, don't we? And then
Yeah.
we'll do it in our beach
boys.
kit. Oh, okay, we can buy some.
We'll steal them. All right.
Beauty. Thanks.
Righto.
Good
Thanks
luck
for watching, and good luck today at Lismore, and good luck to the club.
See you guys.